Hi friends and welcome. Today we are going to be watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It is season 6, episode 10 called Wrecked. I don't know what else they can wreck right now, but I'm sure they're going to do a great job at doing that. Where do I even start with my predictions? I should start safe. I know where I'm going to start. I'm going to start by saying that I am going to assume that Buffy and Spike are going to kiss at the end of the episode. Just because, clearly we have a little bit of a pattern going on, as some people would maybe call it. Uh, you know what? Like, I'm saying it, but I don't know if I actually believe it. I feel like right now, I think Buffy's gonna freak out a little, I think is what I was trying to say. So I actually don't know if I believe that. I feel like we're gonna have to see a little bit of a break in between Buffy and Spike romantically. Not just because they have finally had sex, but also because I feel like their tension in the last episode, which by the way, I have to talk about that. I feel like when I watched their sex scene for the first time, I was kind of like, they were just fighting so hard that it actually kind of bothered me a little. I was like, I'm so overwhelmed. When I was rewatching the episode and sort of rewatched that scene, it kind of made like more sense. I think knowing what's coming, sort of seeing the setup, and I was okay with it. I feel like I wouldn't say it's the most romantic sex scene. I feel like it's all about their chemistry and their tension, but I feel like that pretty much sums up their entire relationship. So I was like, yeah, you know what? That adds up. There's no way we could envision like a super romantic. It's not them. So you know what? I kind of feel like I changed my mind and I kind of enjoyed their storyline a little bit more in the last episode, even though I'm still so overwhelmed by the whole discovery of Spike being able to hit Buffy. So does this mean that Buffy is sort of part demon right now? Is she pulling a Doyle? I think Buffandra might be pulling a Doyle. And, Spike immediately went to, oh, you came back wrong. I think he said something like that. And then that got me thinking, what if she didn't though? What if she's always sort of been... Because listen, there's something that's got to give... Oh god, I sound maniac. But you know what? I feel like you guys are used to me being like insane, right? So hopefully this is just another day. But she clearly has this like superpower, right? Which is her strength and her ability to fight and be the Slayer. And then that just got me thinking, like, does that mean that she's not actually human? Maybe there is something sort of supernatural about her, something demonish that gives her this power. I think she's mentioned that her power comes from something a little bit darker or whatever. And so maybe if it came from sort of a demon side of her, then sure. I don't know. That was just something that I was thinking. It's completely irrelevant. But anyways, I think we're going to have to like obviously keep watching and find out. Super excited to see like the whole Amy and Willow storyline. Like, I don't know. I feel like to me, Amy's storyline feels very connected to Willow. I also went back and rewatched, just like for a second, I rewatched the ending of Gingerbread because I don't know why. I vividly remember saying this on my last reaction. I think I sort of blamed Buffy and Willow a little bit for what happened to Amy, like turning her into a rat. But then I was like, you know what? That doesn't actually sound super right. And so I went back and rewatched the end of Gingerbread. And it's true, Amy turns herself into a rat. So she's really got no one to blame here. It was kind of her fault. Sure, I still think it's up to the squad to help her reintegrate into society just because, they're sort of the only ones who know what's happening, it seems, and so it's only fair for them to help. I know that, like, now I have come to the conclusion that I don't blame, the squad for Amy being a rat, but then I wonder if Amy does. I feel like the more she realizes that how powerful of a witch Willow is, I think the more hurt she might be that it didn't occur to Willow to come and save her like as soon as possible. Because Amy feels a little bit weird, right? I kind of love her for it. There were some things that she was saying that I thought were kind of interesting. I think when Willow suggested that they go see her father, she said like that would be boring. And I'm like, girl, you were a rat. Like, this girl has been walking in a wheel for the past 3 years and going to talk to her father is boring. So it's small things like this that make me feel like maybe Amy might be a little bit unhinged. And then I feel like in the last episode, it kind of seemed like her and Willow had developed this, like, I mean, they already had a little bit of a friendship, but I feel like they're developing this stronger bond right now. And so that got me thinking that they were going to be working together. Then rewatching, I was like, actually, what if Amy is the one who sort of goes a little bit crazy trying to enact revenge or whatever on Willow, on Buffy, on Xander, just because she feels like they wronged her in some ways. But all I know is that Amy, to me, seems like she's bad news. And in regards to like predictions for this specific episode, I think we were talking about how it seems like we're going down two big baddish routes, which would be like the trio, and I would say Amy/Willow. I'm not sure if it's both of them together. I'm not sure if it's one of them. I'm not sure neither of them. But anyways, and honestly, I think I probably say this because I know that everybody in the comments hates the trio. This makes me think that the trio's not going to last that long. And so Wrecked kind of makes me feel like they might wreck some stuff up right now and kind of just peak. Because we're at the mid-season, like, not yet. In one episode, we'll be at the mid-season, but like we're leading up to the mid-season where I believe it may be a little bit too overwhelming to get both of these storylines to continue together. I feel like I could see the trio peaking and then leaving. But at the same time, season 5 did do a very good job at like having these like multiple threats coming at the same time towards Dawn and towards Buffy. Of course, Gloria was like the big bad, but there were, the Knights, like they still were able to get more threats. And so, I don't know, I kind of just get the feeling that the trio is starting to outcome their stay. What is that expression? They're starting to out-welcome their stay. They're staying. It's too long. Also, Buffy herself said in the last episode that they were sort of, I think, getting closer to the trio. And she said something like, we'll figure it out tomorrow. And I trust Buffandra with my whole life. So if she says we're figuring this out tomorrow, if this episode is tomorrow, I'm going to assume they're going to figure this out and get to the bottom of it. And also, I like that the trio sort of seems to be establishing that I think Warren is the man in charge, because I was a little bit in doubt in between it being him or Jonathan. He's kind of been here longer. He knows Buffy the best. So I would say that he had a little bit of an upside when it comes to that. But it feels like Warren is the one who's really sort of guiding them through it. Oh, I hope we get to see more robots. Is he going to make us another Buffy bots? Because I miss the Buffy bots, gosh. I think it was especially just the Amy and Willow scene in the nightclub where Willow says something along the lines of like, I wish there was somewhere bigger than this. And I think Amy says like, oh, we got the whole night. That made me wonder if we're going to be following that episode chronologically. But I don't know. But I did think that quote was interesting and a little bit worrisome because, they're having so much fun with their magic and fucking everything up. And they got bored so quickly. And I don't think that's a good sign. I feel like they were messing with enough magic that it shouldn't be boring them. And so, when Willow's asking for something bigger, I feel like that's just, that's gotta be a setup for her wanting to take her magic to a different level, and how I don't think that's a great idea. I mean, it was such a change in dynamic to have the whole squad be there, studying up the demon and, trying to find information on the freezeways and the diamonds, and Willow's just out there partying with Amy. In a way, though, I feel like I kind of think a little bit about what Anya said of like, the good girls sort of just want to rebel sometimes. And I want to give that to Willow. I want her to be able to have the luxury, having a day to herself where she doesn't need to be the brains of the equation. But at the same time, I'm like, girl, I just feel like you're messing with some not super great stuff. So I'm very torn about that. My hopes and dreams are just, I kind of want to see more about Amy. Maybe we would focus on Amy because it's so big for her to be back, right? I want to understand a little bit more about her. I want to see if we can actually trust her. I want to see if my gut is right. There's just something, something with her. Something that I was also thinking about. A part of me was like, is Amy sort of being a replacement for Giles? I know that this is such a weird way to phrase it, but I feel like shows, whenever you lose a character, they will bring somebody in to sort of like fill that gap. So for a second, I was like, is this a way of bringing somebody else into the squad? Am I reading into the whole Amy thing? Is she going to be, I don't know. I don't think so, though. Hi, friends. It's Dobie from the future. Wanted to come here very quickly because I have something so exciting to share that I just wanted everybody to know, which is that, in case you have not heard, there is going to be an awesome convention, like Buffy and Angel convention in the Buffy High School in Torrance, California, which I'm so psyched about. It's going to be a Hellmouth Con, and they're going to have, like, you know, Spike and Lindsay and Lila, and they have Jenny, which anybody who knows me knows it's causing a lot of feelings inside of me. They have such a cool lineup, and I am so excited that I actually get to be there. So yeah, I'm just super psyched. Wanted to let everybody know. So if anybody is coming to the convention, make sure you let me know in the comments so that we can say hello. I'm gonna be running around so bad, I just know it, but I'm super excited to hopefully see some of you guys there. So yeah, I'll leave like a link in the description for anybody who might want to take a look at the tickets, see if that's something they want to do. But yeah, I'm just super excited that I get to be there. So hopefully I will see some of you there. Oh, they're still there. They left Dawn alone the whole night.
Why didn't anybody wake us up? Where is everyone?
Willow didn't come home either. They were out all night. Where are they?
I'm sure they're fine, Donnie.
Is she using his freaking coat? Oh gosh.
When did the building fall down?
Must have been sometime between the first time and the,
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh, that's regret, sweetie. That's not great.
He didn't seem to take issue with that last night. Or with any of the other little nasties we whispered.
Can we not talk?
This is so awkward.
Thought we could...
Not gonna happen. Last night was the end of this freak show.
Don't say that.
Don't
What did you
hold
think was
her
gonna happen?
like this.
What, we're gonna read the newspaper together?
Not exactly what I had in mind.
Stop!
Maybe.
No! Ow!
Okay.
No, I have to.
Stay. I'm stuck here. Sun's out.
Buffy. Okay. There's something wrong with Buffy. What is happening?
I knew the only thing better than killing a Slayer would be...
What? Oh, that's what this was about? Doing a Slayer?
I'm just saying, vampires get you hot.
A vampire got me hot. One. But he's gone. You're just convenient.
So what now? You go back to treating me like dirt till the next time you got an itch you can't scratch? Well, forget it.
It was a mistake.
Bollocks. It was a bloody revelation.
I swear to God, if you tell anyone about last night, I will kill you.
Oh, I believe her. But he's going to. He has to.
You are gonna want these too.
Pancakes?
Oh, Tara, I love you. Raising the bar for human beings everywhere. She's just so nice.
Be able to eat for a while. No worries.
Oh, gosh. Awkward.
Hey, But Buffy didn't come home last night. This is Amy. Amy, Tara, Amy. How you doing? Fine, I better get going.
Amy. Amy the rat?
Sorry. No, that's fair. I was a rat.
She's a freaking amazing witch now. I couldn't even keep up with her last night.
Amy.
No, it's true. I mean, I can do some transmography, but she is messing with dimensions and everything. It was awesome. This blowhard dude, first she made his mouth disappear.
It's fine. It's just, I really need to go. Stuff upstairs, I see.
I'll get them later.
Tara.
Buffy, where were you? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You're not. You're all sore and limpy.
I'm not sure. I just had a fight. You know, the all-nighter kind.
I see.
I guess she stayed over with Dawn.
You guess? Where were you?
I never would have if I knew you weren't coming home.
Wasn't intentional. And, you know, everyone's safe. You are, right? You're okay? Oh, yeah.
Claudette. Claudette.
Oh no. What's happening?
Great, we're not even married yet. How do you stop listening to me?
What is she doing? Oh.
Anya!
I'm sorry, but this is pointless. We've been researching forever, and we're not even close to finding out who robbed that museum.
She thinks that Martha Stewart froze that guy.
Don't be ridiculous. Martha Stewart isn't a demon. She's a witch.
Please, she's... Really?
Of course. Nobody could do that much decoupage without calling on the powers of darkness.
Guys, well, this is fascinating. We still have work to do.
Decide whether to put my bridesmaids in cocktail dresses or the traditional burlap with blood larvae.
Can I weigh in on this whole me wearing larva?
No.
Oh, she's a bridesmaid. I mean, I knew it, but...
What about Willow? Can't she do something?
Maybe, but she's home sleeping.
Sleeping? She's sick?
No, she was out late with Amy.
And I'm bizarre.
You know, she's just helping Amy through a transition.
And making herself a playmate to do magic with. Someone who won't monitor her like Tara.
Willow's a grown-up. You know, maybe she doesn't need to be monitored. Maybe she has reasons for acting this way. And so what if she crossed a line? You know, we all do stuff. Then we learn. And we learn and we don't do it again. Okay, so, you know, who are we to be all judgy?
So what do you want to do? Gonna be hard top last night.
Oh, we're not gonna see her with her dad?
And I couldn't do magic. Took me all day to get my powers back, and I think we should just take it easy.
I have a better idea.
What?
I know this guy, and he knows spells that last for days, and the burnout factor is like nothing.
No.
He will take you to places that you can't even imagine.
No, Willow.
Is it dangerous?
Did that stop you?
Oh gosh, Willow, the red flags. Do you not see them? They're right there, Willow. Pay attention, Willow.
This is it.
It's gonna be the fucking cheese man, isn't it?
Come on.
Oh. Oh. Holy shit, we're heading into like very powerful magic. I feel like I shouldn't love it, but I actually kind of do though.
Rack, it's my turn.
No, man, you said I was,
I believe these two were next.
Bad vibes only, Willow. Get the fuck out of there. Oh no, why is she going along with this?
You should leave that in the hands of a professional.
No.
That power, girl, is just coming off you in waves.
Not so much.
Amy said I could help you. But did Amy say how you could help me?
I have some money, a bit.
Not money.
Well, I could help you with your computer. I'm really handy.
Just relax. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Do not touch
You
her.
gotta give a little to get a little, right?
Don't. Whatever you're gonna like get from her.
I'm just gonna take a little tour.
Oh, this is bad. This is so bad.
You taste like strawberries.
What the fuck? Where's Willow? You're kidding. What the fuck? What is that? This body? Who's getting dragged through the woods? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, that's not great. Is she getting, like, visions? Like, what? What are you doing? What? What the fuck? I already told you not to cry. The soundtrack. Oh, that went from cute to creepy as fuck. Oh. Oh, Willow.
I mean, it's not like I even needed Tara to stay over. I'm so totally fine on my own. But you are gonna be around tonight, right?
Right. Totally. Oh, we can do something if you want. The other day, you had fun?
She's dying to ask her about Tara.
The other day with Tara.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was nice. She's sad and everything.
Did she say something?
Not exactly. I can just tell by the way she was acting.
Oh. But we're almost there. I just have to make one quick stop first.
Oh no. This is so bad.
What is this place?
She would bring her there?
What?
Willow.
Okay, you just hang here for a minute, and I'll be back. You want me to conjure you a magazine or something?
What about the movie? It starts at 9.
We'll make it. Hey, I'll just be a minute.
This is... You do not. But, like, you can't do that to Dawn. Gosh, she's so out of it.
What do you think, Strawberry?
What the fuck?
God, do you sleep through anything? I was like yelling and nothing.
I'm a bit knackered. Had a long night.
Get dressed. Dawn's missing.
What's the story?
She went out with Willow. Willow's into something. Okay, her and Dawn have been missing for hours. There's some guy named Rack.
Rack?
Yeah, he's some sort of...
I know who he is. He deals in magic, black stuff, dangerous.
I've been all over downtown and I can't find his place.
It's too late for the movie, and that guy smells like...
Oh.
Are you okay?
Fine. Let's get out of here.
I'm serious. I think we should just get out of here.
I think we should just get out of here. Come
Oh my
on, Donnie. It's
gosh.
grown-up time. Do you want to play with the grown-ups or not?
Now, I admit it. You've had me by the short hairs. I love you. You know it. But I got my rocks back. You felt something last night.
Not love.
Not yet. But I'm in your system now. You're gonna crave me like I crave blood. And the next time you come calling, if you don't stop being such a bitch, maybe I will bite you.
That's it. I want you out of my life. Out of my work, out of my
Too
home.
late for that. You invited me in already.
You're not coming with me? Well, I don't know. Maybe I could just pop you back.
With magic?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Dawn, run.
It's probably a cat or something like that.
Oh shit, it is the thingy.
No, it's okay. He's not real.
Seems real.
Very.
You summoned me, witch.
I didn't.
Did you raised hell with your magics?
Gosh.
Take that,
Scuzz. Okay, I just... Willow was completely out of it. Oh my gosh. Dawn, get out of there, like, no matter the cost. Get the frick out. Kick his ass, Buffandra.
Now you're scared? Better late than never.
Oh no, he was scared of her?
Is she okay? Is she okay?
Back off, Will, I got her. I mean it, stay away from her.
Donnie, I'm so sorry.
Willow!
I'm so sorry. It was an accident. I didn't see. I'm so sorry. Donnie, don't. Donnie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, please don't cry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Buffy's gonna stay behind.
Get up.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be a nice talk.
I can't stop, Buffy. I've tried and I can't.
You can.
I can't. God, I need help. Please. Please help me. Please. 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 I thought I had it under control, and then I didn't.
Because of Tara?
No, it's why she left.
At least she understands, okay.
If you could be a plain old Willow or Super Willow, who would you be? I guess you don't actually have an option on the whole super thing.
You don't need magic to be special.
Don't I?
No.
Buffy, who was I? Just some girl. I did things I can't even. It won't happen again, I promise. No more spells, I'm finished.
Oh, wow.
I think it's right to give it up. No matter how good it feels.
Oh, Buffy.
It's over.
Okay. Gosh, I loved this episode. I really, like, just thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, that ending just kind of broke me because, you know, I feel like we've been talking about Willow kind of doing this switch and, like, you know, clearly doing some fucked up things. And to me, I kind of saw that as like a spiral. And listen, I'm not sure this is the end. Like, I know that both her and Buffy are saying like no more. I'm pretty sure there is still going to be some more, but my biggest problem with what was happening to Willow is that she wasn't aware of it happening. She wasn't aware that something was wrong. And then now this episode, I feel really bad for her. They have already made some connections to addiction. I think they were definitely setting up this idea. And I think that this episode, it definitely stands out to me. I'm just so glad that she is like noticing that something is up. You know, I'm glad that she's noticing that things are not under control. Like, I think this is reassuring to me because it feels so bad to say. I feel like I can kind of forgive her a little bit more for what she did to Tara. I'm still not forgiving her. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like there is so much right now that she is not controlling. You know, I think yes, she has messed up, and I think she should have to face the consequences of that. But I also think that, you know, there's clearly something bigger happening. You know, I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure how far we're going to go into this storyline because, you know, she's saying right now that she's not going to do any magic. She's going to go cold turkey. I mean, we're going to have to see how that works out, but I'm not sure she's just going to be able to stop completely. I wonder if it's going to get worse. I mean, it's because I keep thinking about the connections with Buffy and Spike, and I can just like, I feel it in my bones. I know that Buffy's going to fuck Spike again. And then that makes me feel that Willow is going to fuck up again, that she's going to be trying, but at least I know that she's trying. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I should not feel as bad for Willow as I do right now. Like, I am incredibly pissed off about what she did to Dawn. But I also feel so bad for her that she is not, like, you know, she's not doing it like on purpose, I want to say. But at the same time, I don't want to feel bad for Willow this much because I feel like it takes all the blame away from her. And I just don't think that's right because what she did to Dawn is really, really mean. And I really need to take a moment and say that Buffy is literally the best character ever. I don't care how many times I need to say it. Willow definitely fucked up really hard, and I can understand Buffy needing to, like, you know, be a little bit harsh then. But the fact that, you know, they can still have that conversation a few hours later, like, very calm, collected, like, you know, the fact that she can be supportive of her friend, like, she's just, oh my gosh, because if anybody did that to my sister, I'm like, girl, I do not care our relationship, like, you know, I feel like I would totally, completely understand if Buffy could not forgive Willow right now, but the fact that she's being so empathetic, I think, is what always gets me about Buffy. She finds ways to connect to everyone and everything. You know, she's able to hear what Willow is saying and connect it to her own life and understand why Willow is doing certain things. Like, I adore Buffy. I think that she dealt with it, you know, the best way humanly possible. Oh man, I'm thinking about Tara too. Kind of just thinking about Tara. I love Tara. She's so responsible. I feel like Willow kind of used to be. Well, no, I feel like Buffy also has a really good moral compass, but I'd say that maybe Willow was my moral compass on the show. Not as much anymore. I think Tara might be it. I think Tara is the one that it's like, you know, whatever you tell me to do, if you tell me this is wrong, Tara, I'm going to believe you. Like, I just feel like she has such a strong presence in that sense. Like, I just find that to be impressive how Tara can do her magic. Like, she's still powerful. I don't know if it's because she is not as powerful as Amy and Willow, or maybe she just doesn't want to be. And I find that to be very impressive. You know, maybe the reason Tara is not losing control of herself is because she knows what boundaries not to cross and she knows what spells not to do. The only reason I'm not going to complain too much about like Tara's screen time is because her scenes have been so good. The fact that we're getting to see her with Dawn, like, just, it warms my heart so much. I love seeing all of their relationships with Dawn. And that also reminds me, this is the second Joyce mention we've had in 2 episodes. I think this was the first time that we've seen either her or Buffy talk about Joyce so naturally, you know, where she said like, oh, my mom taught me, or, you know, I don't know. I found it to be very important. You know, I feel like a big part of grief is finally being able to think about that person without there being so much pain. And to me, it was such a small thing, but it, you know, the fact that they're able to talk about Joyce again and that they can just, you know, go through with their lives, you know, it's not like she needs to take a dramatic pause or anything like that. It was just a sentence and it talked about Joyce and they were okay. And it was a small moment, but to me, I found it to be very meaningful. I mean, I have to talk about Willow. What else is there to talk about this episode other than Willow? And I do not like the sort of visions that she was having with this demon man. I mean, he was like a demon werewolf or something. Like, I didn't see her touch him or anything, so I don't know if she killed him, if he was like, I'm out before this bitch kills me, and what I'm leaning towards is I'm not 100% sure he is dead, because to me, this sort of like recurring nightmare that she was having, you know, when messing with the powers, it kind of, to me, it felt like a premonition, you know, of like, be careful because this is going to happen. And we saw him very clearly holding someone and I think dragging somebody's body through the wood, I think. And we haven't seen that yet. And so that worries me. Is Satan werewolf man coming back to us? Who is he going to be carrying and dragging around the woods? I don't know if I want to know. And I mean, we also have to talk about the warlock dude, because his powers are unlike any that we've seen in the Buffyverse so far when it comes to magic, I think. I don't think we've ever seen anybody this, I kind of want to say powerful in the magic way. Of course, we've seen different people be powerful in different ways, but in the way that he harnesses magic, I think it's unlike anything we've seen. And it's very cool because personally, I love me some magic. I think it is so interesting. I love it. But this man scares the living shit out of me. I don't get good vibes from him. I don't need to know that Willow tastes like strawberries. I feel like the moment that she gives him something in return, she almost like sold her soul to the devil, kind of. So I wonder if he's going to be a character that we're going to see again. I feel like at some point when Willow's going through like withdraw again, she's going to end up going there. And I'm just scared that one of these times it's going to be like too much to a point where she doesn't know how to come back, you know, because right now it seems like she's going in and out, but maybe once he's going to give her so much power that she can't come back to like real Willow. I feel like these addiction parallels just make it very hard because I can see exactly what they're doing, and it just like, you know, they made Allison Hannigan cry. I specifically requested that you not make Allison Hannigan cry, and then they go ahead and do that. Like, I can't cope. It doesn't matter what Willow does. If they make her cry, I will forgive her immediately. It's a problem, I know, but I cannot cope with her crying face. And she even threw herself to the ground. But anyways, we didn't see the trio. I don't know if I'm surprised or not. I just feel like the trio is not consistent at this point, because their storyline just seems to be really spread out. And at a certain point, I'm like, I kind of just want us to go over this because I don't think they're going to be here forever. So like at this point, Can you just give me the trio storyline so we can get it over with and kind of focus on Willow and Amy and all that cool stuff? This episode and the last one has very much reminded me of my original feelings about Dawn. I feel like Dawn has always been interested by magic. This is a storyline that I think we followed up on a little bit, you know, with Forever and stuff like that. I think that if we were to have another witch in the show, I think it would be Dawn. Having her be so close to magic, I was so worried that she was going to like accidentally touch something, or, you know, that something was going to happen where Dawn was sort of going to start doing a little bit of some magic. And I don't know, man. I don't think that's the storyline they would give her, but I feel like having her be so close to Willow and Willow be so out of it definitely raised some concerns in that way. And I think that the last thing I wanted to talk about is Spike and Buffy, because I think that with this episode, I was able to pinpoint what was bothering me in the last one. So that was a relief to me. What is bothering me is that Spike keeps grabbing Buffy and she keeps saying no, and they keep fucking or kissing or whatever they're doing. Like, I think what's bothering me are like these mixed signals of like, you know, no means no, except for Buffy right now in these scenarios. He is completely ignoring that. It's just, you know, I think that's why it's not hitting me super well. I don't enjoy the moments where he's physically grabbing her. Like, I know that they sort of have something, but it's just, it doesn't hit me well. And I think that's why there is a part of Buffy that's bothering me a little bit when it comes to this fighting, is that he is not listening to Buffy. And Buffy is saying no so clearly, and he is just ignoring. It doesn't feel right to me. And I feel like I'm so confused about the Spike from the last episode, because it feels so inconsistent from the Spike from this episode. It feels like one of Willow's snafus right now, where she just, you know, became witchy Willow for a sec, and then she was like, no, back to normal. You know, because Spike last episode, he was like, you know, I'm the big bad, and I'm gonna fuck Buffy up, not literally. And then, you know, this episode he's all like, because I love you and you know it, and I'm like, but I don't know what's going on with that man. Like, I really have no idea what's going on inside his brain right now. The last thing I wanted to talk about, because I always try and save the Tillo breakdowns for last, because you know me, is that it really hurt me when Willow said something along the lines of like, you know, like Tara never knew her before she was a witch. Because in a way I felt bad, because it almost felt like she was blaming Tara for everything. Like she was doing all of this to make Tara feel special, like to make her seem special, that Tara would love her. And I'm like, don't put this on Tara. Tara would love you anyways, and you know it. The deeper part of it is just that there's so much insecurity there that she doesn't think that she can just be herself, and that wouldn't be enough for Tara. That kind of broke my heart. But I have so much hope, you know, Willow telling Buffy exactly why Tara left, and knowing that her problems with magic, like, you know, started before. All of that was such a relief to my Tillo shipper heart, because it makes me feel like we are going to be able to fix their relationship. It's only a matter of time. So sure, let's give Amber Benson some days off so she can do some other cool shit, I guess, and then we'll bring her back. Anyways, let's read the title of the next episode. Gone. Ooh, wait, shit. Why does that make me feel like what I was talking about Willow, losing herself too much? Because I feel like that's gotta be where the storyline is leading up to. What if gone is that Willow is gone, like the Willow that we know? Oh, that I can't even make any other predictions because I'm feeling this one so strongly, which is good news for me because that means it's probably not going to happen. I don't know. Okay. Well, I am very excited. So I will see you guys in the next episode. I'm actually a little bit more scared than excited right now, but I love this show. I love you guys for watching this with me, and I will see you then. So thank you. Stay safe. Big hugs. Lots of love, and I'll see you in the next episode.